Audrey, thank you for joining us today. Can you start by telling us how long you've been involved with the club?
Involved with the club in a helping capacity or following the club?
Both.
Right. I remember starting to watch the game, must have been around 1947-48 season, only because I had a photograph of that team in those days. But being involved as a supporter, helping out in 1968 when Dave Russell was here.
So like you've just said, you started off working here in the 60s, being a fan since the 40s. What do you love so much about the club?
Just being involved, really, and meeting fellow supporters over the years. And even now, when I go to away grounds, people who've travelled with us years ago come up to me and say, "Do you remember me in the 1960s or 70s coming on your coach?" So, you know, it's just gets involved and you get hooked, really, following them.
Even to this day, you travel home and away to support the team, looking after the supporters on the coach, and you're on reception in the EMU at the lounge for the home matches. What makes you still want to be involved in the club after all these years?
I suppose it gets in your blood and it's just part of your DNA, really. You can't miss it. I have missed matches in the past, but lately I have been able to get to, you know, every game.
Obviously, during COVID, that was probably the longest you've ever gone without going to a game. How did that make you feel?
Yes, it was hard. Fortunately, we had the iFollow, so able to stay at home during the cold days and watch it at home then. But it's not the same. I'd rather be watching it live than on TV, even the odd times we get on TV.
And being in that atmosphere, both home and away, we have a great following, as you know. How does it make you feel being involved in that atmosphere?
Just part of the setup, I suppose, that you do get a feeling of being involved with the club more so, and people you go to the games with all, you know, help you, you know, commiserate or enjoy it. So it is, you know, part of the enjoyment of life in a way, being part and dedicated to following the club. You are a supporter, so you should, you know, support them through good times and bad times.
You will have seen a lot over the years, but have you seen an increase in women supporters since you first started coming to now?
Definitely. I remember when I first started watching in the cowshed, there was no toilet for a lady down there then. You had to ask if you could go through to behind the main wooden stand to use a ladies' toilet. Wow. So that is, and then probably I was the only female there to begin with, and then gradually more and more have come over the years, which is good. Yeah.
I would say personally we're quite a good club to be inclusive, and there's no real separation between being a male fan and a female fan. But in terms of the world, there's still a long way to go, isn't there, in improving the equality across the sport and making women feel more included both on the pitch and as fans?
Definitely, yes. Yes, we are good in that respect.
What do you think personally needs to change in the women's game and for female supporters as a whole?
It's hard to say, really. Beginning to get more equal recognition, and I think it's shown by, you know, the England ladies team. More people are supporting them, both male and female. So it is good that getting more inclusive.
That's us done. I'd just like to thank you on behalf of the club and all the fans for your continued support and loyalty through the years, and long may it continue, Audrey.
Thank you.